Well, call it ironic or call it a sad indictment on our times, but here we are on Remembrance Day discussing a 1.5% pay rise that's been given to our Defence Force. How meagre and paltry.
It's extraordinary, and of course they will get a pay rise. But when you match it up against inflation, and it's been acknowledged that the more junior they are, the more difficult it's going to be. The ones with young families that have to move around, and no matter how much they try to dress this up, it's an insult on this day as we are increasingly seeing Australian troops involved in other parts of the world and probably in more danger than at any other time in our lives.
And what we've seen now is growing anger. We've seen thousands flocking to the military union, wanting to join, so they've got a stronger voice. This is the Defence Force. They can't go and take industrial action. They can't go on strike in a push for better wages and better conditions. They've already given up a week's Christmas leave as well. And then we have the sight of Ben Roberts-Smith, who has just been appointed as chairman of the Australia Day Council, and he's come out and said basically, well, we've just got to cop it, we've got to go on with it, and he's towed the government line that because of the budget deficit, there needs to be big cuts to the public sector. Well, I don't want to diminish what Robert Smith has done over the years. He is a genuine Australian hero, but I think this is one of those areas that he shouldn't have stepped into because I think he's playing wrong.
I think he is playing wrong. And look, I think the context is important because in our adult lives, we went through a period where there was very little involvement by our troops overseas. It was a career path. People would go into the Air Force and then use it as a path into being a pilot. It was a way to move into other areas of life. These days, when you go into the Army, the likelihood is, or any of the other services, that you are going to be posted somewhere overseas, and increasingly our forces are being used in very, very dangerous situations, dangerous circumstances, and I think it is an insult to them to be offering them what they've offered them.